Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, kids of all ages, welcome back to another vlog. I know we just had one of these the other day, and I don't want these to become too common, but there are some things that I want to talk to you guys about. So we're in the studio today because the driving with RB series can't happen anymore because it's illegal in the state of Georgia. So yeah, we can't do that anymore. But I did want to talk to you guys this morning about a couple of things. First and foremost, my apologies for the lack of video content over the last week. I had jury duty, and that was an experience. I've had jury duty before, but never in the state that I currently live in. It was back home in the where I grew up, and the cases, while they were both criminal cases, the first case that I was on kind of was a slam dunk, no brainer. It was two guys got in a fight over a girl. One guy ran the other guy over with his car. I tried to say that it was an accident, but he actually ran the guy over like 4 times. So at some point we've moved beyond accident and into the realm of on purpose, and so we found him guilty. But it was a real small case. I mean, there was nobody in the courtroom. There was no. I mean, obviously there was a vested interest on the behalf of the person who was being accused, but it was kind of a slam dunk, and I think even he knew, I'm probably going to be found guilty of this. And it was only, it was only a day. We heard a half a day's worth of testimony, and then we had the case by that afternoon, and we walked in the jury room and check, done, guilty. This case was different, though. The one that I've been on this past week, this one was different. And now that the case has concluded, because we did arrive at a verdict yesterday, now that the case has concluded, I am free to talk about it. But without going into any real details, this was a much more significant case. And as a parent, this case involved teenagers who made a teenager, well, a couple of teenagers that made some very poor choices, but one of them then encroached on criminal. I'm glad that as a parent, I have children who, from what I can tell, from what I've seen, from what I've been exposed to, from the feedback that I get from others, I have children who make wise choices, and that as a parent is crucially important to me. Again, we found this person guilty, but it was not a slam dunk. It was not something that we came to lightly. It was not something that wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. But when you have evidence that stacks up against you the way that this particular person did, and the American justice system is based on reasonable doubt, innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and that was the portion that we struggled with. Is there enough doubt to say that this guy maybe didn't do what he was accused of? This person didn't do what he was accused of, and in the end we came to the conclusion that there wasn't enough reasonable doubt to not convict. And so, again, I don't want to go into too many details because obvious reasons. I think they're obvious to me, but that's where I've been all week, and that's what I've been up to. Of course, we had the episode with the van. The van's fixed. The part came in yesterday. I was able to get that put in. My son helped me put the alternator belt back on, and the van is back up to speed, so to speak. Haven't gone anywhere with it yet, but it's working. So, but we got a big thing today. My boss is having a big cookout today. It's a kind of a mid-year appreciation for the work that we do, and he invited me, a bunch of my coworkers, down to his place, and so we're gonna go down there and have a good time today, and it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy it, and my family's gonna enjoy it. There's gonna be pool. There's gonna be barbecue food. There's gonna be all kinds of cool other stuff to do. He's got like kayaks and rowboats and canoes, fishing poles and just all kinds of fun stuff to do down there. So it should be a good time. It'll last for a couple hours, and that's cool. And I want to get I want to get actually 2 videos done today. So there'll be this one, which will probably come out after the Minecraft episode, which I haven't recorded yet. I'm actually getting ready to sit to get that going. But the Simple Life episode that you guys watched earlier today will be being created here momentarily. But I got to get both of these videos done because my day is packed. My day is packed. I really wanted to get some stuff recorded last night, but by the time I got home from the trial, I was so mentally drained that there was no way. Just for those of you who are parents out there, don't take for granted that you know what your kids are up to. Be involved in your kids' lives. Ask them questions. Get all up in their grill, as the kids like to say. Anybody even says that anymore, but get all up in their grill and know what they're doing, know where they are, know who they're hanging out with. And if you start to see signs that maybe they are making some bad choices, help them, get involved with them. I just noticed that at the bottom of my video is the live count tickers for all of the streaming platforms that I'm on, and I'm not streaming, and so I forgot to turn those off. But anyway, that's not important. That's not important at all. The last thing that I need to talk to you guys about, and this is kind of a troubling one for me. We're having trouble on our Patreon server. We are getting some severe, like astronomically severe tick lag. Like our TPS right now is 5. It's 5. It's supposed to be 20, and it's 5. We have not been able to figure out what's going on. I know there's some tools that we can install that will help us to figure that out, and so that's the process that we're going through right now. But that's why we're not doing Foolcraft today, because right now it's kind of unplayable. There is some process somewhere that is so out of control that it's bringing down the entire server, and so me and a couple of other people have been kind of looking into this as much as we can. Of course, with jury duty, that there wasn't a whole lot of opportunity. So hopefully by tomorrow we will have something figured out, and we'll be able to get back into Foolcraft. Now, the thing that concerns me, and this is something that one of my patrons actually brought up, is it time for a map reset? And I don't want to say yes to that, because we're only like 20 episodes in on Foolcraft, and I think there's a lot more content to be created, and to start over now, that's just not something that I'm excited for. So you guys are gonna have to let me know what you think of that, because again, I'm not a big fan of starting over at this point. So I guess let me know what you guys think, and we'll go from there. But hopefully we can get something rectified. I mean, we'll restart the server, and TPS rate will be at 20 for 10, 15, 20 minutes tops, and then it crash and burn. I've heard that it could be refined storage, and a few of the folks, I keep bumping this with that. A few of the people on the server do have pretty decent sized refined storage systems, and that could be it. I don't know. It could be chunk loading. It could be the weirding gadgets that a lot of us have. It could be FTB utilities. There's just so many things that it could be that unfortunately it's going to take us a while to figure out. So bear with us as we do that. Worst case scenario is that you'll get another Simple Life video tomorrow. That's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, we'll get another Foolcraft episode out. So that's kind of where we're at. But so that kind of wraps up my week. That kind of tells you where I've been, what I've been up to, how things have been going. I mean, in the grand scheme of RB life, it's hasn't been a horrible week, but it's definitely been one that I won't forget for a while. So anyway, folks, thanks so much for hanging out with me for a minute here. Thanks for allowing me to get some things off my chest. Thank you for just kind of being there to listen to me ramble on like an idiot, because sometimes I do that. You guys know that, especially those of you that have been following me from the beginning. You guys know that I get all bleh, bent out of shape and stuff about well, maybe not even bent out of shape. Maybe that's not maybe that's not a correct term, but just I kind of get off on tangents every once in a while, and that's just me. That's who I am. So anyway, thanks so much for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, we will catch you on the flip side. Peace out, y'all. Catch you next one. Bye-bye.